Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I'm doing a pretty big job actually. I've just done up in the master bedroom, a closet, and a TV room, and I've got a set of stairs to do here, and the whole basement area pretty much. And I've been here before about a year ago, and the gentleman, when he was walking me through, said, "Did such a good job last time. We knew that we wanted to have you back." And so I'm back. One of the things he was pointing out, or I remembered anyway, there were some really bad stains just on the back side of the couch here. I can't remember what the cause was. Maybe it was their dog. A bunch of really obvious stains. And I said, "Oh, I remember this. There were some bad stains back here." He says, "Yeah, you got them all out." And they never came back. So that's what we do. Anyway, and of course here I am. I'm using my backup rotary machine. And one of the things that I was a little bit concerned about was that this tank, unlike my other tank on my other machine, this one doesn't have a lid. But on my machine that I was going to put, when I set this machine up the other day, and I had a video about it, and I showed that the tank had a lid on it, had a lid and had a part that slid across and closed. Well, anyway, so that had a lid, but that was the tank that was split. So I had to put this tank on, which didn't have a lid. But then I thought, wonder what the chances are if this lid from the other tank would work. And you know, put it upside down, it would maybe just sit in here. And so I put it in place, and it goes snap, nice and snug, like it was made for it, just by accident. So that's nice. That's what I call a happy accident. Anyway, let's clean the carpet. So the carpet's in really good shape. I only saw a couple of very minor spots on it when I was pre-vacuuming. It took me 1 hour to vacuum this house, or almost an hour to vacuum everything. It's a big house, and the whole main floor up there is tile. Almost all the floor anyway. And so we had a little talk about the tile. Did a little test on the grout, and it'll clean up lovely because it needs a cleaning and hasn't been cleaned in almost 20 years, I guess. And it isn't as dark as I see something, a nail or something. It's more of a tan-colored grout, but now it's dark brown. So I did a little section of it just by hand in a spotting towel, and off it came. And so they do want me to clean the tile and grout, and so I'll be giving them a price on that before I leave. And it's a lot of area, very large area up there. It's about the same size of area as what I'm doing down here, actually. So I don't normally do tile, but I will pick and choose the ones that I want to do, because there's some I definitely don't want to do. But this one will be a nice straightforward. It's pretty wide open area. I'll be able to clean most of it, I think, with the roto wash, and that'll take, that'll be a very efficient way of doing it. It'll work very well. Or I could use the multi-wash if I wanted to, but the roto wash will work just fine on this particular house, because it's the rooms are all very big wide hallway even up there. Probably at least a 4-foot wide hallway, maybe 5 foot wide. So anyway, I'll be giving them a price, and hopefully within about a month or so I'll be doing that. Anyway, this is a nice easy job because the carpet is in great shape. always saw maybe half a dozen or so spots that I pre-treated when I was vacuuming. And other than that, it just doesn't seem to have much in the way of any marks or anything on this carpet. There was something right where I'm at right now, which I actually worked on already. We'll get some Omega right here. And a spotted towel. Looks like could be a spill from a drink or something like that, perhaps. That should take care of that. Oh, okay, I already did go in here, didn't I? Yeah, oh well. Anyway, we'll go back over here, get behind the door. Okay, now we can head into this larger area. This is a Berber style, and it is in all of them. At least I think it is. Looks like and feels like it. And I would guess it's the original carpet to the house. It seems to be standing up very well. The only place I put any pre-treatment was on a couple of spots that I saw. There's one of them just up over here, which I put some suspend on. Right where I'm at right now, actually. Very faint. Something or other was there, but it looks like it's come out easily there. And I'm just going to be, I've just got an Ironman pad on here. This carpet is in such great shape that I don't need to do a multi-step. I don't need to pre-scrub with either a brush or a fiber pad. Put that out of the way for a minute. We've got a little Yorkie. Needed a couple of upchucks in the bedroom upstairs there, which I treated, and it looks like they've come out. sensitive tummy. Oh, this house, by the way, is a very nice house. Worth a lot of money. Oh, I'd probably say a couple million, I suppose. And it's on a golf course. There's one of the greens right there. And he's got a little putting thing right in his backyard, which is nice. And anyway, there's some people right there golfing. You can see them. Yeah. This is actually, I think this is the largest. I think it's the largest golf course in Kelowna. And I get into this community quite a lot, actually. I would say maybe that one of our strengths is that we do tend to do a lot of this type of job, where people are, a lot of the clients that we clean for would be people that have house cleaners come in on a regular basis to take care of their house. They themselves don't do much. That's a very high portion of our clientele. We're in the high-end areas of Kelowna a lot. Which is nice, because that means we usually end up with these really big jobs, because these houses usually are really big. And I often end up doing a job where I end up doing all the carpet and then a whole bunch of furniture as well. So I'm there for a day. Oops, I think I just ran out of cord. I put a little bit of a shorter power cord on this machine. It's actually the power cord that the machine came with. I think it's only like 40 feet. But it's also a lighter in gauge. It's actually I think it's a 16 gauge. But this machine only pulls 9 amps, so. This should be fine. Well, it's the one that it came with, so it is fine. Okay. We'll get this fake plant out of the way. But not a lot of guys do charge a flat rate per room pricing. You know, $30 a room or $50 a room or whatever. But we don't do that. I haven't done that for many years. I think, where am I going here with this? We've been square foot rate 15 years now. And when I went square foot rate, I was unsure if that was going to be a good idea. You know, one of the fears one would have is, you know, am I going to have to go running around doing estimates all the time? And turns out, no. I actually rarely end up having to do estimates. My wife will sometimes she's the one that's on the phone. I almost never answer the phone anymore, which is nice. But anyway, she will give them an idea of the pricing. If they say, well, what'll it cost me? And she'll tell them the price per square foot. And she can give a general idea, so many, 100 square foot room obviously is $59 if I'm doing 100 square feet. And, she can give them average pricing for average living room, dining room, hall. But the thing about that is remembering that what used to be an average living room, dining room, hall is not average anymore. I mean, the houses that they're building now are so big. And that's one of the reasons why I think that doing a flat rate price can really shoot you in the foot, because the modern houses, at least where I am, are way larger than a modern house was 20 years ago. I mean, I remember when if somebody lived in a house over 2,000 square feet, we all thought that was like a monstrously large house. Well, now we have houses that are three floors in them, and they're each 2,000 square feet. So things have changed. And since we do a lot of residential, which is our primary focus, I guess the larger portion of the houses that we do anyway are large like this. This is a pretty typical house that we do. And we do smaller ones too, obviously, but I do a lot of these bigger houses. And they're nice to do, usually, because they tend to be usually kept up really well. So we don't do a lot of situations where you walk in the door and it's a disaster. I don't get that kind of carpet cleaning job very often anymore. Once I did, way back when I was in the beginning, especially when we were $15 a room. Man, I used to do a lot of really bad jobs. But as we went up in price and increased our service and include everything now, as we went up market, I guess you could say, the kind of clientele that generally comes to Oxy-Dry to get their carpet cleaned this is a typical Oxy-Dry job. We don't run into a lot of carpets that are really badly stained up. I do get them, but nowhere near like I did 20 plus years ago. And that's nice. So, we'll move it along quite nicely. I've just got to finish this room off, and then got the hallway behind me, and then a little, I don't know what you call that room over there. I guess it's a storage room, sort of. Nice air conditioning in this house, and it's hot. It's like, I think it's 35 degrees today. So after I do this, I will have the steps to do, and then I will be grooming with the hush tone. So it's not taking me long to do this whole area. You can see that if I had done the two-step on this, you know, it would take me another 10 or 15 minutes on top of what this is taking me. I'm at 20 minutes now. I remember doing this room before. I don't know what you call this room. When he brought me in here, he says, "Yeah, these are all these doors goes into a storage area." So I don't know what you call this. No windows in here. This machine is working flawlessly. It's funny, it just has a different feel than my green machine, even though it's the exact same machine, but it feels different. Furnace room. Under the steps. Storage. Oh, a wine room. Okay. So that was pretty handy that this lid worked so perfectly. Because I have actually dropped things accidentally. I think I dropped my phone in the tank once. Not a good idea. I've had, you know, things like twigs and leaves and everything drop in when I've had to, you know, pull a machine past, in a driveway past a bush or something like that. So, yeah, you don't want things falling in your tank. So we'll go over to the bottom of the steps here and we'll take a look at the pad. I don't think it'll be very dirty. There's this carpet. It's in great shape. But I will have to groom this carpet with the vacuum. I will do that, no problem, because it has left it kind of tussled looking. So, not a big deal. I got all day. Actually, this is the only job I'm doing today, which is fine by me. Okay, let's have a look at the pad. Turn the valve off. Oh, see, that's not too bad. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so we'll wrap it up. So thank you very much for watching and have a good day.